All right, Bang Bang, it's the Rundown. It is Wednesday. It is June 22nd from Chicago. This Rundown is sponsored by NASCAR at Nashville Superspeedway. NASCAR is headed to the Music City for a weekend of country music and racing. Nashville is the best place to watch the best drivers in the world at the shortest superspeedway on the schedule. Nashville is known for great music, honky tonks, and intense racing you can't find anywhere else. The short 1.3-mile superspeedway provides a unique challenge for drivers as they battle it out for 400 miles of action with the NASCAR Cup Series race on June 26th. Barstool's own Will Compton of Bussin' with the Boys, Large Spider, and Glennie are headed out to experience the race live in person, so be sure to tune in to the NASCAR Cup Series from Nashville Superspeedway this Sunday, June 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern on NBC. Again, the NASCAR Cup Series this Sunday, June 26th, at 5 p.m. Eastern on NBC. It sounds like a nice time.
We got to find our way to boondoggle ourselves into one of these trips. So it's Nashville this weekend. Saw everybody was out in Sonoma last weekend. I want to be in on one of these NASCAR weekend trips. They seem like a lot of fun.
A NASCAR fan.
We were rumored to be at one point, but we'll see.
Chicago
I went to the.
It was a
Carl went to one. I went to one.
Yeah, it was to Vegas, right?
I went to Daytona.
Mm-hmm. But did you not stay or did you?
It was awesome. What do you mean?
Wasn't there one that there was a Bears conflict?
That was the one in Vegas a couple years ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, but it's awesome. If you're in Nashville or if you're just sitting on your couch, make sure you tune in. 5 p.m. Eastern on NBC. I mean, Will, Spider, Large, Glennie. That's going to be a great
crew. That's a crew. I love Will Compton too.
Say
and
what's
Large.
Up.
Yeah.
Say what's up to the boys if you see them.
You a big honky tonk fan, Ed?
The bar or just like in general?
The vibe.
The vibe.
Yeah, that's nice.
We should do
that was an inappropriate response.
Why don't we should have a group outing to Carol's one time.
I'm in.
Have you been to Carol's?
No.
You want to line dance with like 65-year-old women?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I've done it before. It's a lot of fun.
I'd be in for that.
Yeah.
Do
you think he's in for that?
No, absolutely not.
You guys are the worst. I'm pre-mad at you guys for the.
We'll get to that later.
For the episode of Dog Walk that's going to air tomorrow.
We'll get to that later.
First topic: Gronk retires again. Chief, you could lead us off.
Say that again.
Gronk retired again.
Oh yeah, I mean it's to me he's the greatest tight end ever. He's like the league's worst without him, so I'm a little bit sad. But I can't say that I'm shocked at all. He came back, he got his ring. I thought he would retire after the first year, and he decided to stay one more year. I feel like that was a bonus. And I saw people saying like Jerry Blogden, people are saying he's not as good as Tony Gonzalez, he's not as good as Travis Kelce, Antonio Gates. To me, he's better than all those guys. He's a willing, mean, nasty blocker. Like he's one of the best blocking tight ends in addition to being like an absolute freak weapon in the red zone and everywhere else. He's, to me, the greatest tight end who ever lived.
Dave.
Arguments aside, I do got beef with Rob Gronkowski.
Why?
What's that? Why is that?
We interviewed him a couple of years ago. He said if he came out of retirement that it would be for, what was it, $30 million a year or something?
Yeah, I forgot what he said, but he just had an astronomically high price.
Yeah, and we tried to coax him into coming and playing tight end for, the organization that basically invented the tight end. I don't know if that's true or not, but we have a long story.
Glorified it. I think Ditko was the first Hall of Fame tight end.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And he backed out on his word.
I think he made the right choice not signing up for a Matt Nagy offense.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
My take, I like Gronk. I'm happy for him. He's had a lot of injuries that clearly were very tough to deal with. Like it's just tough to live when you're that hurt all the time. But you don't get 2 eulogies; you get one.
Yeah,
I don't have anything more to say.
Is that your like anti-Favre childhood
yes,
talking?
Favre did that.
Yeah.
He was the worst with it.
He did like 6.
Yeah, a shit ton.
Yeah.
So good for Gronk, but yeah, that's all I really got.
What did he get? 4 total Super Bowls then?
What?
He got 4 Super Bowls?
Yeah, not the first one. I think 4.
Yeah, so 3 with the Patriots and 1 with Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the one against the Rams, the first one. I was really surprised he was only 33.
Yeah, I think he actually...
Because it just seems like he's been around for fucking...
I want to say his rookie year, he was still only 20 years old.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Did he come out as a sophomore?
I think
like
he came...
sophomore,
and he had like an injury year, so like he didn't really do much in college, and then he just obviously was Gronk from basically day one.
He's a freak. I love the... I mean, he like Chief said, football's better without him. He's a personality. Seems like a genuinely awesome dude. Fun.
Football's better
with
Yeah.
him.
with him.
You said without him.
without-
Without
with
him,
him.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Next topic here. An in-shape Zion Williamson drops a new promo for his second shoe release, the Zion 2s. White Sox Dave is our fashion guy. What do you got on this?
Don't care.
Wow.
Well,
I'm loyal to Nike and the Jordan brand.
Well,
And
that's
it.
that's what it is.
I know it's Nike, but I'm loyal to the Jordan brand.
Well, it's Jordan.
Zion Williamson's
Yes.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I stick
our
to
resident
just,
sneakerhead fashion guy.
Did you do your research here?
I watched a hype video that was censored or whatever. I mean, like I don't care.
I kind of feel like the shine is off of him a little bit. Like he's not like Zion's not cool anymore. is
I
he?
forgot he existed until this thing.
I
Well,
feel like
if you don't play, it's just hard to
Right.
be relevant.
And so
That's why I don't
and some of it was COVID, obviously, but he had like 28 games his rookie year, 60 games his second year, and then didn't play last year at all. I kind of feel like I don't want to tell the geniuses at Nike how to do their job, but maybe delay the release of a shoe until he can finish the season. Get
I
the
would agree.
hype. Get the hype.
So
train
I
going
think I
again.
should speak as the owner, as a proud owner of the Zion 1s.
Okay.
I have the Zion 1s.
Okay.
My buddy texted me. He's like, hey, man, the Zion's dropping 24 hours or whatever. He's like, if you want to buy them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Why would I want to buy them? I'm not like that. I'm not a sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
But he bought 2. He said he's going to buy 1 to wear and 1 for when he makes the Hall of Fame.
Oh boy.
So
I will say, because I saw the topic and I looked up his stats, I was shocked to find out in that year where he played 60 games, he averaged 27 points, 27 and 7. It's pretty fucking
nice.
good. Pretty
That's
fucking
nice.
good. Yeah.
His first shoe, I actually liked it a lot. They were
Pull him up.
pretty cool. His first shoe.
Yeah.
I'll show you the ones I have. I haven't. It didn't really show the 2s though in the hype video.
No, it was just like, hey, he's worked out.
That may have been intentionally vague.
Yeah.
But there was not a great way to see what the shoe looked like. So I was a little disappointed in that. But the Zion 1s are sweet. I like them. They're very colorful.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than what I got going on here today.
I would say so.
Very
Those are,
different. Very different.
Target brand.
Yeah, Target
Yeah.
brand. What is it? Goodfellow?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So good for
I love those
Zion.
in
I
Put in
mean,
Bay.
Yeah.
Zion's gonna make it the NBA better. So hopefully he plays.
I hope so. I mean, that market, I feel like it just never got, it's like in quicksand. The Pelicans, like they never, they have a great guy, then they have to trade him. And then they get Zion back, and he's, probably not off to the start they would have hoped.
Yeah.
So,
Before we get to the next topic, I do want to talk about FX's new original series called The Bear. It follows Carmi Berzato, who is played by Jeremy Allen White, a young chef from the fine dining world who comes home to Chicago to run his family's sandwich shop, the original beef of Chicagoland, after a heartbreaking death in his family. The Bear is about food, family, and the insanity of the grind, the beauty of sense of urgency, and the steep, slippery downsides. As Carmi fights to transform both the original beef of Chicagoland and himself, he works alongside a rough-around-the-edges kitchen crew that ultimately reveal themselves as his chosen family. This is on Hulu. So go watch FX's The Bear. All episodes are now streaming only on Hulu. That sounds right up our alley.
It sounds like they just followed Jim Graziano around a bunch.
It sounds right up our alley.
yeah, I think FX is getting into the territory where if they make it, it's good. Like they've had a really
That's true.
good run of shows, and they're partnered with Hulu, but all like the Made in America, where they're the OJ story, the Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton scandal, like those were, I thought, pretty well done. And I think the other
Sons.
one, yeah, Sons,
American Horror
Always Sunny
Story's
in
been
Philadelphia
kicking
was
for a
Yeah,
while.
American
them.
Horror
So,
Story's great.
so they have a lot of good shows. This one sounds perfect for us, so I will be checking out. This to me is also primetime binge TV season. Hockey's over, football hasn't started yet. I am not someone who can just sit and watch 9 innings every night. So this is when I do my heavy TV.
So you're
watching.
going to check out The Bear?
Now listen, go check out The Bear for sure on
Mm-hmm.
Hulu. FX is The Bear on Hulu. But a lot of people would say, Chief, it's summer.
Yeah, look at me.
I actually disagree.
What do you do at night on a Tuesday in the summer?
I mean, I don't know. Just I go out. I play bocce ball. That's what I do.
Okay,
We
Wednesday.
have a lot of rec
You
leagues.
play bocce every night?
No, not every night.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So once the Stanley Cup,
Drink on a patio.
I'm 36 years old, guys. I like my couch. and I go out on the patios, once or twice a week. I've actually been social by my standards this summer so far.
Interesting.
Every weekend, I would say I've been out.
Next topic.
I've been out with you, Tom.
Next topic. Tony Romo gets on all fours while his opponent putts.
Yeah. It was odd to see someone doing yoga on the green, but, back cramps up. You got to, here in a competition, you got to do what you got to do. So I didn't hate that move at all.
Dave?
Nah. You're a football player. Quit being a bitch.
Thanks for showing up, Dave.
No, the
tough topics today. I will say
No,
that.
I know. Like, I watched a video.
Tough topics.
I
I was like, whatever.
all right, so he kind of tweaked his back a little bit, and he's on all four for 20 seconds, and then got up and finished the hole. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Shit
I think if you're Romo and you're a real competitor, I know it's golf, gentleman's game. You got to be at least in his peripherals doing that. Well, the guy did miss the putt.
He did, yeah.
Is that what his back was hurt again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his back
That's
was,
why he did that?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a distraction thing. He was just like, he went on all fours, kind of stretch out, do some downward dog a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing. I mean, even just go somewhere else, dude.
Where are you going to go? You're on
do
the
that-
14th
Yeah,
hole.
but you can't do that on the green. I don't know, go behind a cart or go behind a.
He's not taking a leak.
Yeah, but still, it's still just weird to do fucking a pose like that on the green.
No, it was
Right?
it was odd to see, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it's very newsworthy, is what I'm saying. It's are we going to talk about
But
this?
you're not a decorum guy.
That is true.
Is that what people are bitching about, the decorum?
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
you
bad
ever seen
form.
someone do that on the golf course?
Bad
I mean,
form.
Me, when I'm watching a major on a Sunday.
I mean, if you
No.
gave a fuck and you,
I
really
saw
wanna-
Tiger Woods hawk a fucking thick ass Luger right on the green one time, and he got really chewed out for that.
Luger?
Loogie.
Okay.
Like in person, you saw that?
Yeah, I was watching live.
Oh.
It was at some big event. Big
Well,
tournament.
you were there though.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was
TV.
watching on TV. But it was like Rose from the Titanic hawking it off the side of the yeah.
What's wrong with that? My allergy. Who hasn't
Not
done
on
that?
the green, you don't. You go to the fucking rough.
Oh, he just hawked it. All
Right
Yeah.
on the green.
Spit that shit in the muff, Chief. You can't be doing that in the green.
right.
Um,
You laughed at Muff.
Yeah, I'm laughing at. It was a Tony Soprano. Was it?
Tony Soprano joke. Yeah.
It was a Tony Soprano joke, and the guy that felt obligated to take him number 1 overall didn't even know what the reference was.
I missed it. Sorry.
It was a very easy one.
Well, I missed it.
So yeah, bad decorum, Dave. You can't just
Yeah,
be doing
probably
downward
not.
dog.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Whatever. You don't give a fuck.
do any of us really?
No.
No, I mean golf.
I'm
is-
trying to be entertaining a little bit. I just would be disingenuous if I'm like, oh, you can't fucking I just don't care. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Dave. No, maybe you'll care about this one. Okay, an 11-year-old submits a missile design concept to the Department of Defense, and they shit on his design.
I loved it. We need more of that. I bet you if that same thing happened today, they would hang it on the refrigerator at the Pentagon. Back 1978 is when the original design was submitted. They're just like, you fool, you fucking moron. You can't have, this will never work for X, Y, and Z. And the last paragraph was certainly you understand why we can't use this design. And it was just the car.
Condescending.
Yeah, and the design was clearly, it looked like it was drawn with crayons. So it was clearly a child designed this missile system, and they're just absolutely not, you idiot.
Well, I kind of
leave
like
the missiles
that.
to us.
I mean, what did you want them to do? Give them a participation trophy and be like, "Oh, this is great. We're going to use this." Don't fucking fluff the kid's feathers when it was a objectively shitty fucking missile system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could also tell him, hey,
Tough love.
maybe someday, kid, you're only 11. Maybe in your day we'll get that
Or
thing cooking.
this is a very big crossroads for this kid's life. He can either take the path that leads to drug addiction, hookers, and rolled up hookers and carpet thrown into a river, or he could take the path and use that constructive criticism to go and build just an awesome weapon system.
Where do you think this guy is now? So he was 11 in 1978. So that's what I was wondering. So
It
I only
honestly
clicked on the
might be
Reddit
that
thing.
guy that was staring at you, giving you the stink eye when you were walking down Belmont yesterday with the hoodie on.
That was you.
That was a homeless guy that was in the picture.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It might be that guy.
Could be.
It was an impractical design. I agree. The picture was
Stupid.
impractical.
Yeah.
That had fucking. But I mean, every kid's made a nice little cool drawing of like a nice loaded out Batmobile type thing.
Fuck yeah.
So you can't hurt the kid. Doesn't hurt the.
Did you guys have young authors in elementary school?
No, what's that?
It was a writing contest where you could write about whatever you want. You just had to write a story. Mm-hmm. And I came in second for my class, and I wrote a story about spaceships. This is in second grade.
Damn.
And I'm pretty sure I still got the book I wrote. It was probably like 5 or 8 pages or whatever.
I mean,
the
this has to be
Spaceship
on the
Design was I would have to find it. It's somewhere at my dad's house, I bet.
You're going back soon, right? Go back this weekend and find that.
It's like a half-hour drive. I don't want to do that.
I'd love to get inside the brain of
But the spaceship was sick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Was it practical?
could it fly?
It not only could it fly, it could time travel.
Oh, fuck. Did
Yeah.
you hear about that story where they're trying to, these scientists in Tennessee, I'm going to blog it later, are trying to, like, create and transport to a parallel universe, like, with math? Like, they're, like, actively trying to do it, and they think they might have the code cracked.
I know. I heard there's a guy at like UConn or something that is like studying time travel. Because I heard it on Rogan the other day. Like his dad died in Vietnam, and he wants to go back and save his dad. Which is like
Good luck, dude.
But this guy's like really
That's
like
a butterfly
finding out a way
effect,
to
Dad.
do it.
Fuck, dude. If he does that, we all might be speaking Russian right now. Or something.
True.
I've talked about my favorite time travel fact.
What is that?
I remember I talked about it on Dog Walk, like when we were first couple months we had the job. Mm-hmm. This was years ago. I fell asleep on the couch. I had the History Channel on, and I woke up at like 3 a.m, and it was Stephen Hawking. He was explaining time travel. We know that the fastest anything can physically travel is the speed of light, which I think is like 780,000 miles per second. You can't physically travel faster than light. But if you could create a train that went to the speed of light, the exact speed of light, like say you're on the red line and you're heading
You just
south,
walk forward on the
and
train.
you're technically walking faster than the train. If the train's going 40 miles an hour and you're walking towards the front, you're going 50 or 41 or 42 miles an hour. So if you could do that, then like physics would have to reset, and you would pop out 7 years in the future or whatever because you're traveling faster than the speed of light.
No shit.
And physics would kind of have to like balance itself out. I'll send the video. I blogged it a couple times. It's like a 7-minute video, and it's like that makes complete and total sense.
Yeah.
It's just we don't have the technology to build something that
To do that,
to
yeah.
travel that
Yeah.
fast.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have something that you wanted to be when you were a kid, when you grew up?
Well, we were talking about it yesterday. I definitely, I was like in on Top Gun, like the original. We had the VHS at my Nana's house, and I watched that. I was like convinced I was going to be a fighter pilot, but mostly like
What happened?
What? Like everything else, it didn't work hard enough.
Yeah.
But then, I was like, I want to be a pro athlete. I want to be a fighter pilot. But I never really thought about what I wanted to be like in a genuine, serious way.
I still don't know what I want to be.
Dave, you're in it.
Yeah.
It's too late to decide what you want to be when you grow up.
We're pot committed, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I never wanted to be in media. That never crossed my mind. Like never.
Nope.
Here we are.
What did you want to be? But I mean, I asked you first because I know yours is like a baseball player.
Yeah,
that's
obviously, that's an easy one. But when I was really, really into James Bond, like the Pierce Brosnan James Bond, I wanted to be like a secret agent to James Bond when I was like a little young whippersnapper.
Do you think
8,
that
9 years
you would
old.
be able to plan and execute secret agent duties?
Probably not.
How many missions before you're just killed on the spot? I think it's probably the first one.
Maybe I would
First one, but
probably get a lot of other people killed first, and then I would die.
I'll tell you right now, though, knowing this guy wouldn't be his fault.
No,
It wouldn't be. No, absolutely not.
There's no way, no how.
somehow it would be Carl's fault.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it probably actually would be. I think we'd all agree on that.
Do you have Peter Pan syndrome?
What did you want to be? Hold on. What did you want to be?
Wait, what is that?
I wanted the broadcaster for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you've said that a few
Yeah.
times. You said
Peter Pan syndrome.
What is that?
Can't grow up. Don't want to grow up.
Yeah, like
You're a Toys
because
R
you're
Us
saying
kid.
like you don't know what you want to be when you grow up. That made me ask.
I mean, college major was completely fucking useless.
Being trapped in childhood.
I don't know. I think that does anybody dream? All my friends are in business for the most part, like finance assholes. Do you think they grew up like, oh, this is what I want to be? I want to work for Aon. Like, no one thinks that.
No. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, different question that stemmed from that topic. Like you just don't want to grow up.
I don't want to grow up. I'm only good at being young, Ed. Like the great John Mayer said.
He said that before?
It's a lyric from
So
Born
you
and
do
Raised,
have
I
Peter
think?
Pan syndrome then.
Yeah,
I think we all do a little bit.
I'll look up the...
I'm kind of ready to be a real man.
Are you?
I think so.
But you've been ready for a long time.
I would say.
I mean, you wake up at fucking 5 a.m.
That's
Yeah, but that-
I do
I mean-
the same thing though.
Yeah.
That's just like my old job.
Does Dave wake up as early as you?
I've more 7 a.m. now.
I would say that I'm like out of bed every day by no late. If I hit the snooze, it'll be 6:10.
Okay.
I don't-
Peter
I don't
Pan
set it
syndrome
up.
is a metaphor based on the concept of not growing up and being trapped in childhood.
Yeah, I mean, how sweet would it be to have no responsibility, no bills, no nothing? I think that's if that's what it is, then I have it. Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, well, whatever. It's a deeper philosophical discussion that
understand.
I don't want to have right now.
Chief's in midlife crisis mode.
No, I was saying
in,
that this is probably the best my life has ever been. Like this past year, I would say.
That's pretty
Well,
good
that's-
right now.
it's good to
Things
hear.
are going
Yeah.
good.
Happy to hear
Well.
that. Peter Pan syndrome, Dave.
Probably. You don't have it?
No, I think I have it for sure.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
think
I don't
more
think you do.
people would have it than not.
You don't think I do?
No.
I'm like, oh, if we get why? What do you mean we're gonna stop fucking?
No,
Renting
because
house
the
in the
reason I
summer
think
and
that you don't
parties.
have it is because you don't like shirk away from responsibility.
Yeah, I don't.
You
shirk away
kind of
from
lean
respons-
into being responsible,
Sure, I guess, but at
and
the
you're
same
not
time,
impulsive.
Yeah, but I also don't want to
Ed and
Yeah.
I are the exact opposite in that.
Yeah,
impulsive.
I don't think I just do.
yeah,
Ed's like very calculated.
yeah. He's like, let's think about this and
Yeah,
come up with a
that's
good
different.
course of
No,
action.
no, I'm not doing that. Let's
Then
go.
Dave does. Okay, how do we fix what I just did?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, but you learn from mistakes sometimes.
Here and there.
Yeah, sometimes.
Last topic,
No.
Barstool Idol. Have you guys been watching? Do you have any takes?
I've watched on and off, yeah.
I think at this point, after your episode of the Portnoy show, I think you got to be rooting for Nadu. I think that's
Why you thought it was funny?
Is he serious? Because I watched that too. I watched his part and then the Billy Football and Rico thing. But is he serious?
I don't know. I truly
Because
don't.
either he is serious and like he has this like this self-absorbed like warped view of what he is, or he's the best actor on the planet.
I don't know.
There's no in between.
I don't know.
Would you say he's a good actor because he can only play one character?
It makes
You
me
hate
laugh
that.
though. That was funny.
Fuck, 17, 18 days. I mean, I don't know, at least 17.
Yeah, it's like someone goes to the bathroom and fucking.
Yeah, I
Just
mean that's
make it out.
that's my art.
That's my. I was like, what? Like I don't know.
Buddy.
It was funny. Yeah, I hope.
I would love.
But that's what makes it funny is that you know it might not be a joke. Like he might be serious.
I think we're talking about two different people now. We're talking about Rico and Nadu.
no.
I
We're
was talking
talking
about
to
Nadu.
Oh,
I don't even think of Rico.
well, I brought up the Portnoy show, and that's why Rico's performance
Oh,
on that show makes me want Nadu in the mix more, because that's what I thought you were talking about. Is he an actor? Talking about Rico with his like falling asleep thing. Have you seen that?
no.
Yeah,
think
I saw it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was talking about Nadu.
yeah.
Um,
But Nadu's the same thing. Unbelievable.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When he's like, I feel like he's dead serious, but obviously I can take one look at that guy and know it's not true.
But he says it so like with such authority.
Exactly. So either he's the best actor on the planet, or he actually thinks this stuff, and there's just no in between.
Have you guys
Yeah.
met him?
Once.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
A little bit.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him. I didn't
Cyber
have a chance
Monday
to talk
deal.
to him.
No,
about it.
I've never really talked to him.
Real quick. Also, the Chris Clemmer I'm in. I've been in for a while. I haven't really because I follow Kirk's show a little bit, and he just always made me laugh with this podcast concept. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
He ran this podcast called A Theater Near Me, and he would go to a movie theater once a day to see a movie, and he's going to do it for a year. And at day 102, he got COVID, so the series ended. The show got canceled. But
It's
yeah,
a tough break.
I know, but something about him. He's just like, I can't turn him off.
He looks like
Yeah.
a love child of like Jim Carrey and the dude from Breaking Bad who was like the undercover cop. This tall he was in
Emmett Trout?
No.
Okay.
Not Ehrman Trout.
No.
No. The tall,
Sorry.
gangly guy, he was undercover and he was trying to buy meth off of Badger.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying he looks like a
He
meth
wa-
head?
No, he was an undercover cop.
Okay.
He didn't do meth. What other movie was he in? Was he in Road Trip? Was it Road Trip?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Road
I had
Trip
never
and
heard of the
something
guy, and I
else.
didn't see his performances on Idol, but I saw that he's piqued Portnoy's attention.
Yeah.
So
Is that
he's
the
doing
same guy?
something right.
Sorry, that character, is that Kenny Powers' brother?
No, but they looked very
Similar,
similar to that.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Something
think-
about him. I can't.
He's one of the, he's one of those guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That guy.
Oh, DJ Quay. Oh, yeah, from Road Trip. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was in Road Trip.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's in Breaking Bad. He looks like
He bangs the bigger woman. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yes,
he grabs her,
yes,
brings her
yes,
panty
yes.
ass on the bus.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. All right. It's a good comparison, David. Yeah, the new guy. Yeah, I like
Yep.
that guy. But yeah, I don't know. Good luck to whoever wins. Good luck the rest of the week.
I'm glad that competition is like back in a real way.
I've seen maybe a quarter of it the last few days, but I've seen enough that I don't know. John Rich, is that it?
Yeah.
Super funny. And Caroline, I haven't seen the blonde girl's audition. I haven't seen her do anything, but I know they like her a lot. The other girl that was doing the man in the street stuff, she's got a nutsack on her, metaphorically speaking. Like, she was really good at that. So I thought she was really good.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then after show, I guess this Goodell stuff at the at
Dude,
Congress.
that's a dangerous game for Goodell.
Why? Because it's perjury.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Was he?
But it's funny for what is that? They like Congress that he definitely saw the Whitney thing and was like, "Oh, I'm getting in on this, right?"
Maybe.
Like,
That's a good point.
like,
Yeah.
they're just
Like,
what a
Wait,
genius
explain-
ploy.
It
explain
was Jim
Wow.
Jordan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about him, but just the fact that what happened with Whitney last week, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and then this happens now. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, these like the politicians are literally.
They're going to appoint Whitney to be the Minister of the Interior.
I mean, it's legit a game at this
Yeah.
point.
It's
Like, what does that have to do with the investigation of Dan Snyder and the Washington Redskins?
absolutely fucking
Nothing.
unless you're trying to prove like a history of corruption. And,
Sure.
and,
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
You
that
there.
you can make.
I think
like,
it's a
this is-
stretch, but
this is a pattern of behavior for the NFL. This to lie and to cover up and to, impede anybody who dares speak out against the league.
I can beat
against
you
the
there.
Shield.
Yeah.
I that's not a bad theory you got there. I think if this is like a running joke, like I don't know, someone's getting interrogated by like AOC and Portnoy just keeps getting brought up, it'd be funny. It'd be really funny.
I mean, dude, it's like it's clearly like that guy knew what he was doing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He
well, but like
100%
think
did.
about because they went through that what came out of the initial investigation of Snyder was killing Gruden, right? Like that was Gruden had like some racist things or something, right? Gruden,
Yeah.
and that was like the only thing
Very,
that came out of it, and that
very.
was like an off like random email that they found. There's got to be emails somewhere that they can subpoena that's going to show that Goodell knows exactly what's going on with Dave Portnoy, and then that's going to be
It's trouble.
that's trouble.
What does he make a year? $50 million a year?
Something like that. 40,
Is
50
it
million.
is it worth it to lie about Dave Portnoy because you don't want to get in his crosshairs to jeopardize that amount of money, his position in American like society and culture, and
How long has he been there now? 15?
that sounds about right.
Yeah, maybe sounds right.
07, 08 sounds about right.
So let's just conservatively say it's an average of $25 million a year. for 50.
I know
he's
it's well over that.
Well, but let's say it wasn't that in 07. I'm just saying, So if he's like that, it's just so much money for that job, and I feel like there's a lot of people who could do that job.
I don't know, man. Maybe. A lot of people will do it.
I think it's time for him to go, and I think it's time for Bettman to go.
It's a clean house.
Bettman's the only commissioner the NHL has ever had.
That's crazy.
Might be time for some fresh eyes after 35 fucking years.
That's
I did
crazy.
not know that.
Haven't
you defended him a lot, though?
I defend him on something. I think some of the criticism he gets has been unfair, but overall, it's just like enough.
You know what, though? You like a
Manfred,
heel
he's
in that
bad.
commissioner role, though.
What's that?
You like a heel in the commissioner role. Like, the NBA is not as fun without David Stern. And, like, just, you rigged the lottery. You know what I mean? Everyone's like,
but I do think Silver is, like, a genuinely good commissioner.
yeah, he's a good guy, too.
Yeah.
NBA's is probably the most popular sport. Well,
Football
football,
still.
but
I think ratings are down, but I don't know how to read ratings. Have you noticed that? I saw 2 different articles about how they're up and then one how they're down. I'm like, I'm done.
I don't
I'm
think
done reading
they know
about
how to
ratings.
read them, because it's like now you have so many streaming platforms. You have people watching in bars. You have streaming to bar. Like there's just so many different avenues, and there's just so much more competition because there's more channels and more forms of entertainment than there was even 10 years ago. So
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
That's the rundown.
you want to go
Rundown.
see Taco?
I do. You want to, Ed?
Fuck you. That's the rundown.